this was what you did. This was where you did it. This was how you did it. Before we collect those things, if you return back to such and repeat such mistake and error, your case will be irredeemable. Your case will be irredeemable. A wise adult never repeat mistake twice. Fool me once, or deceive me once, you're a fool. Deceive me twice, I'm a fool. Write it down. Fool me, deceive me once, you're a fool. Deceive me twice, I'm a fool. I'm supposed to understand the technicalities of your action towards me. That once you show forth, he has come again. Parents, not every action in your home you react. That's why they call them children, and you are their father. Don't react. You can't be quarreling with your children. Then you are a child. It is just mistake that you grow tall. How will your children annoy you? It doesn't matter what they do. There are times you see that the situation is tense. You act as if nothing is happening. You will let them go. When everything is coming, you sit down here, you sit down here. If the misbehavior deserves cane, if it deserves discipline, whatsoever it deserves, you give it to them. Now that you have recovered all, what's next? This is the season you are to employ and apply these 4 principles. 1 is what? 2 is what? 3 is what? 4 is what? These principles was given to us March last year. Am I correct? This year. And those principles were given to us because heaven have seen the wave that was about to blow. And a lot of people threw it into the wind. If this thing that happened, those of them that the wind blew away, if they had applied these 4 principles, nothing will happen to them. Heaven knew what was to happen. Just like late 2019 and early, what is 2020, heaven warned us. Go outside, gather the people, evil wind is about to blow. Go out, gather the people, bring them in. Evil wind was about to blow. And nobody knows that, nobody has ever had what they call COVID-19. After that warning, COVID came. What they say, it came. Heaven gave us these 4 principles to safeguard us and to protect us over what has happened. There is nothing that ever take heaven by surprise. And they drop it with us. And we kept re-emphasizing it. Each of them, we gave a message for it. We have 4 topics over these 4 principles. And we handed them over to you. Many of us allowed the message to enter through this side and off this side. Many of us, after copying the note, we get home, we drop the note. We never revisit the note back again so that the thing will be able to assimilate it. And when the tests show forth that these 4 principles supposed to help us, safeguard us, protect us, and prevent us from making blunder to ourselves, we throw caution to the wind because we forgot these 4 principles. Any man that apply these principles on daily basis will overcome the world, overcome demons, overcome devil, overcome the major enemy of man. I told you it's not devil. The major enemy of man is who? Yourself. Yourself. Be able, because when that unregenerated man will show forth, you'll be conscious. You'll be watchful. You'll be careful. To be focused. Your mouth want to speak. You tell your mouth, shut up. You have a landlord. Your eyes want to see. You tell your eyes, come back. You can't look at that thing. Your ear want to stray away to hear. You shut your ear. You can't do that. Your leg want to stray away. Tell your leg, there is a man that is in charge, that is in control of this leg. It is where I want you to go. You go. You stay back. If man will remember these 4 principles every day, to enter heaven become more easier. I told you, I think during this month or thereabout, that to go to hell is more hard. Did I say it? To go to hell is more difficult. Will heaven give you money and tell you not to build a house where you will live? Huh? Will heaven give you money and tell you to be eating your poo-poo? Will heaven give you money and tell you that you will marry but you will not have children? Will heaven give you money and tell you that you're going to use your wife or your first son for sacrifice? Will heaven give you money and give you sore on your leg? Or maggot to be coming on your head? To go to heaven is more easier than going to. If you analyze them very well. You remember some years ago they caught a man from Alaba, at Alaba, that we buy on the, what do they call it? Bra. And the underwear. Go and give it a girl in her compound, in his compound. Go and test it. Okay, the guy, daddy, uncle, it size me. Or you bring it. I will use it to go to market and buy more for you. And they caught the man. Because he want to use that gear for sacrifice. That's why I allowed the girl to test that underwear. Or you give it to me. I will now go and buy it for you. And they harass and mess him up late hour in that community. To go to hell is more difficult. If you can apply these 4 principles and you are conscious of it every moment of your life, you will live a stress-free life on this earth. And to be easier for you to step into glory. It will be easier for you if your eyes open from the first day of this program, the blessings that troop into this church. A demon was lamenting and told us, what did your father see in this generation? Why must all these things fulfill in this generation? That they never believed that some of the things happening will ever fulfill on this earth. Just like yesterday when heaven wedded with humanity. The dark world never believed it would take place on this earth. But it took place here yesterday. If you will remember whom you are and you handle yourself accordingly, everything that heaven has given to you, you will touch them with your palm. You will test them with your tongue. You will testify with your lips. If, remember, most of you come to here. Most of us are going home and coming. And we are cautious. There are things we don't do. After this program, you are stepping into the world. You will be tested. Devil does not have new method. No. Devil stick to his old method. The only thing is that he changes garment on that old method. What do I mean? That trap devil uses to collect everything you gain March 21st, March 21, praying and fasting is the same trick he will come to you with after this program. The same trick he will come to you with after this program. He may change dress on it. James chapter 3 told us, if a man can be able to bridle his tongue, what happened to that man? The man is a perfect man. What does it tell you? It means that your tongue contributes to all the trouble you have in life. Why quarrel at home? Misuse of tongue between the husband and the wife. I want to show you I am not a fool in this marriage. Why don't you be a fool and preserve the blessings of the family? If you're a fool before your wife or you're a fool before your husband, that is the best thing that will ever happen to you in life. Didn't the scripture say the two of you are naked and not ashamed? That means you will be able to know everything about him, everything about her, that he now discover that you a fool should not bring shame to you. Heaven says the two of you are naked and they are not ashamed. That means if you hide anything about you to your wife or to your husband, you are not acting according to the scripture. Let her know you're a fool after this program. Before, whenever you speak. Now, as program finish, he speak. God bless you, sir. She speak. You stand up from that sitting room. You walked out. And when you are coming, it may be that I just went out as you are coming. You just hold only one tom-tom on your hand. Where did you left me here? I went to buy tom-tom. Don't you see it? I thought you walked out on me. No, I went to buy tom-tom. Between that time you stood up and going to buy that tom-tom, you saved the prosperity of the family. You saved the connection of the family. You saved the favor of the family. Are you a fool as a man? Now you are the one running away from your wife. Are you the weak person in the marriage? You are the strongest person in that marriage. To be able to know when to speak and when not to speak. When to stand up. And not that you are walking away from your wife. You are walking away from that devil that entered Peter to make Jesus not to go to Calvary. Am I communicating? Yes. Now that you have recovered all, what's next? Count from 10 to 1 before you answer any speech. When somebody speaks to you, and what you just heard are things that you know are not supposed to be said about you, count from 10 to 1 if you will answer. But I know before you struggle from that 10 to 1, that temper, that irritation would have left you. Now that you are recovered all and you get out here, devil can use anybody. He used Eve against the husband Adam and put humanity into trouble. He used Cain against Abel, blood brother, and put humanity into trouble. He used Sarah. If you study Sarah very well, you'll be careful the way you do things. That woman is one of the women in the scripture that had the respect over their husband. But devil used her against Abraham by making Abraham to sleep with her maid. And that has given trouble to the whole earth. Look at the war going on in the Far East. It's the trouble that Sarah caused Abraham to enter into. Are you seeing that what you needed is to be careful after a program like this? He used Peter against Jesus. That one is, it takes designing spirit to catch up that one. Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, is? Some say Jeremiah, some say Elijah. They began to call prophets. But who do you people say that I am? Thou art Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus looked at him. Flesh and blood do not reveal this unto you, but my Father who is in heaven. Not few minutes away, he told them, the Son of Man will go to Jerusalem. And the elders and these people will catch him, and they will do this. He held him and began to, in the original, he began to resist Jesus, pulling him away.